With this paper, I wanted to make two major points. The first point I wanted to make, and after spending many years working with researchers at the National Institutes of Health, was that Latinos are a very diverse group. And I've always been frustrated by reading research papers where they treat Latinos or Hispanics as one large group and think that if they compare Hispanics to blacks or whites, that they're saying something meaningful. And I've been arguing for a long time that we need to disaggregate the Hispanic groups and look at Mexicans separate from Puerto Ricans, separate from Cubans, et cetera, and really compare the groups. I think one of the surprises in this paper, or one of the realizations in this paper, was even breaking down to the level of Mexican Americans or Puerto Ricans isn't sufficient, that there's such diversity within those groups that it was important to look at that diversity as well. And the second key point was I've had a long-term interest in acculturation and been frustrated by acculturation scales that tend to reduce this very complex and important process to a couple of questions, usually about language, maybe about food or media. And in the National Latino Mental Health Study that this paper came out of, it was actually the National Latino and Asian American study, but I worked on the Latino side. We wanted to take a different approach and really look at what are all the different indicators of this process of culture change and try and figure out which indicators were most important, and also some things like language or identity might be more important for some mental health issues than other ones. So we really took a multivariable approach and looked at a range of social indicators of culture change, still recognizing that even these variables were just markers for this much more complex process that needed to be studied in more detail.